Hey Leo, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I didn't post your readings last week because I was going through this whole transition with my kids and we're homeschooling them now. So I was sort of busy and I do apologize for that, but I'm back this week. These readings are intuitive and they can resonate at any point in time. They're not date specific. And I'm adding on to this week's reading the animal spirit deck by Kim Kranz. We're going to get one card for you and one card for your person, and the roles can be reversed. But typically, you're going to be the person that I say you are, but you can switch it up if it doesn't resonate. These readings may or may not resonate, and they're general. So let's just jump right in and see what Spirit has for you this week. Leo. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so you're coming up, believe it or not, as your own energy. That is so dope. Like, you're literally you. So, this is regal. He's regal. It's a regal lion. It's royalty. It's spirituality. It's the sun. It's right. And then your person here. And I feel like you're having a heart chakra moment. Like your heart is being opened by this person. And the person is the nightingale. So this is a bird that sings at night. So, okay. So there's music involved here. They could be, right, a singer, or have a beautiful voice, or just like a love of art, of music. But they're not speaking to you at this time. And it's because they're going through a spiritual awakening, like hardcore. They're coming out of, and what's funny is that your love is what has made this person get out of a deep, deep slumber. They were in a very, very dark place, and your love, your presence, your just spirituality, just your presence in this person's life has awakened them to the point where they went from 0 to 100 real quick. And it's something about music here too that's being highlighted. So there could have been a musical, element to your relationship with this person, where you were playing music for them, or music was involved in one way or another. And I'm getting like a very godly energy here, like oneness with the divine because of music. And the person is wanting to sing to you, to like tell you, but this person is doing it to the heavens. So I feel like it's more like a 5-dimensional thing, because they're not physically talking to you. They're almost talking to the divine. I feel like this person at night might be praying for you too, and like sending you good healing energy. And you can be feeling this at night as well, like. But I get a lot of 5-dimensional energy here. I don't get like physically speaking to the person. It's more energetic. So you might be in a dynamic where it's energetic and it's not physical. A lot of unions are like this too, where I'm getting it's a divine union, but it's more like, you don't have to meet a person to love a person, to want to be with a person, right? And I feel like a strong longing between the both of you, but you guys don't connect on the 3D, so it's more like, well, I'll wish them the best, or I'll send them the best energy that I can, or I'll help them in however way that it's a lot of selfless energy here between the both of you. But there is like emptiness as well, like. But I feel like you're in the transition. Like, you didn't always feel the way you feel about this person. This is just new. It just barely, your heart started to open up to this person. But you're silent about it. You're very observant, seeing what's next, and can you trust the person? It's like, and I know Leo only goes in when he's sure or she's sure, right? Because your opposite is Aquarius. It's like, is this going to connect or not? And if it does, it has to be the way I want it. I feel like you're wanting things to be the way you want, and you're almost like energetically in it, but at the same time you're like, well, there's no physicality here, so I don't really have to do anything. Almost like you're looking at the person like, you gotta come to me, sort of a thing. It's like an egoic thing here, but that's more mental. And you're in your true essence, you're just in love. So let's get some fairies and see what they have to say about this. I feel like, what it's saying is just like, allow this moment to do whatever it's intended. Like, when we try to control things, it doesn't work well. So, your heart is opening up and it's filled with love for this person, but it's almost like, just allow that and see where the divine takes you, because we're living in these times where it's like, for one, we can't control what we feel in our heart, right? And for two, it's like, if we're not being led and guided by spirit and in a Zen state and doing, like, if you're doing your life's work and you're in a meditative state and you put yourself, in this space, and you're allowing, right, with whatever the love that's happening to you, you're allowing that love, that's an accomplishment within itself, because you're not resisting it. I don't feel like you're resisting it, but it's like the divine is saying, well, just go with the flow of things, right? Because we don't never know what's gonna happen next, but they do. So it's almost like, right, this goes like, it's a collective message too, like, as long as we're in our sovereignty and we're doing our life's work and we're very present, right? all we have to do is trust in the divine and go with the flow of the divine, because our higher selves are always going to be guiding us through. And we're always going to receive the download that we need next to how to proceed next, right? So, let's see. So, yeah, we were just talking about that. The download. It's like the download is going to come in. I feel like yeah, it's communication. Like, it's going to be a clear yes or no, or proceed, or do this or do that. It's like going to be crystal clear what the divine is wanting you to do next. But there is communication here. So I feel like, and this is more than communication, it's more like retrieving that which is lost, right? Retrieving back into your life love, you know? I feel like you might be going through a time where love just happened unexpectedly. Like, you were not expecting that, but when it happened, it's like, oh, you retrieve that which you have lost. So I don't feel like you ever loved another person the way you love this person. And it's sort of scary, you know? It's sort of like, what's going on here? But the divine is wanting you to just, they're helping you to retrieve this. So it is a blessing, right? But it's about taking your time and waiting. And Leos aren't very patient, so it could be a bit challenging for you to just surrender this way, but maybe it's not. So it's a total like surrender. Yeah, there is some beautiful like divine energy bringing this together. Like, even let's say, you know, in your mind you don't want to work this out. I feel like this is something that is divine. Like, it's fated and you don't even have control over it. You might be wanting to control this, but this is something that you can't control. And I feel, Leo, the more you try to control it, like, oh no, or like, right, psych yourself out, is the more like Cupid comes and like sprinkles love dust all over you, and then you just become more enamored. It's like you fall more in love. And the reason why is because it's a strong friendship. So this is somebody that you could talk to, that you could have long, lengthy conversations with, that you feel at home with, that you feel peaceful with, that is like, you know, like it's the one. And that's why you feel so comfortable. But you're like, why? You're almost in your head about it. And the divine is like, just don't. Just surrender to it. And we're living in such dark times. It's like, to have somebody like that to be around and to actually interact with and share with, it's beautiful. Because, you know, these are some dark times we're living in. Yeah, this person's like absolute happiness. But it's somebody that, you know, it's probably not your typical type, or they're not, you know, who like, they don't favor, or they're not like the people you've dated before. There's this princess kissing the frog type energy. So it's like, when you met them, they're probably not that appealing, and then they slowly change, right, into everything that you ever wanted. But it's about giving that love a chance, right, and not just shunning it because it's a sticky little frog that nobody wants, right? But once she kisses him, the frog, you know, evolves, and that's what's happening to your person. They were a frog when you met them, and they're like slowly coming into their own, coming in. It's all because of you and because of the divine. So, it's magical. It's very magical. It's a transformation that is occurring, and it is beautiful. But it's about you too, like allowing that and focusing on the love part, right? Instead of the appearance or what they might look like. You're very protective of this person from like lower energies. Yeah, you're very, very protective of them. It's like your loyalty to them is so strong, and I think it's mirroring the both of you. Like, you both really are down for each other, and you may not say it to others, but let somebody come in and try to do something or say something, or be, if anybody in your immediate circle has anything to say or anything to say to your person about you or the other person, it's like it's not going to go down like that. And that's really beautiful, because when you care about somebody that much that you're willing to, do what it takes to say nah and like protect your person, it's so beautiful. So that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful lions. I will see you next week. I hope this gave you some clarity as to what's going on and helped you. I can't wait to see you next week. I love you so much. Bye.